everyone, this is Farley Sweet, and it's been quite a while since I've actually made a video for YouTube. Been a little inactive, and this video itself will probably be very, or at least a little informal. You might hear some noise going off in the background. I'm just going to keep this simple. Yes, it's been a while, but I'm coming back today because there's something I want to talk about that's been trending for a while now. Just something that's worthy of a rant, I feel, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. I want to rant about a certain group of people. These people that you know who I'm talking about already. You no doubt know who I'm talking about. And I think it's time that I finally address, give a few thoughts on why these people are being a problem to society. The people I'm talking about, of course, are Jimmies. And I'll give you the Wikipedia definition real quickly. Jimmies are typically idealistic fools who can't get on with their lives and seek out nothing more than to ruin other people's earnest fun. And recently, they have really left their underground areas. They were once a subgroup, but I'm telling you now, they've really infiltrated the mainstream and are being a legitimate problem to not just to my friends or my groupings of this part of the web or that web. They're just everywhere now, overrunning the internet, and they are really ruining it for everyone. When I go onto Facebook, I see them stealing memes. When I go onto YouTube, I see them making spoof videos. When I go onto Twitter, I see that they blocked me for calling them an asshole. When I go onto 4chan, I see them getting singles. It's just an awful thing to see day after day. And what makes it a problem is their tight packs that are large, numerous, and are actually quite subject to division, which is a bad thing because when they split up, they form new packs that just grow on their own again, and it's pretty much like a bacteria infection, where before you know it, forums and comment sections are just exploding, getting spammed with like autistic ships and terrible waifu claims, and it's a real problem to the content you want to see, but in the end you go scroll down and you see that mess. I don't care that you think Angelica and Naruto are OTP. I don't care that you think Aizen can defeat Saitama. What I care about is when I go to my scary Godmother theory videos and I scroll down, that's where I see the discussion focused on. And then I tell you to bug off, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I'm the bad guy. And you could say that again, the real bad guy, if there ever was one, was YouTube itself or any of these other independent websites. Because when they had the chance to sell out to Portugal, the government of Portugal, they had the opportunity to give control to someone who could handle the Jimmy problem. But they elected to say, no, we're going to keep doing this our way, and their way really doesn't address the issues. It's not that Jimmies are just going around being Jimmies, it's that these websites are just allowing them to do this. There have been offers by other groups to take control and resolve this. And they say, these current websites that are in control will say, no, we're gonna let the status quo keep going, and what they realize is this isn't status quo, this is the Jimification of the internet. This is why I've been a big advocate of letting websites like DeviantArt surrender control to Neo-Scary Godmother. It's because NSGM brings in results. Look at Scary Godmother Wiki. NSGM comes into control, no more Jimmies. Now, let's look at the alternative. Let's look at the websites that are majority Jimmy controlled, such as Reddit or VampireCom.wiki. In websites like these, the minorities are targeted by the Jimmies in power. For example, the non-Jimmies have to pay additional fees for membership. The Jimmies get discounts, they don't. If there's a copyright issue, a non-Jimmy claims copyright, they can't just say that. They need an actual Jimmy to vouch for them and say, yes, they've been infringed upon. Whenever there's a report, I believe you need 5 Jimmies or so to say that this is something that should be removed. Well, if the committee has non-Jimmies on it, their vote is divided in thirds, as in it takes 3 non-Jimmies to equal 1 vote for a Jimmy. Their opinions are less than that of Jimmy's. It's blatantly wrong. This is why we don't want Jimmies coming onto other sites and doing what they've done to the ones they're already calling the shots. And we see what those look like, and I'm sure you can agree that's something you don't want your favorite site to look like. Well, hashtag not all Jimmies. I've heard that before, and while I do agree that they're not all in sync with the idea that they should take over the entirety of the web, I do believe that they are all contributing to content decay. And that's why I don't want to see any website have a majority population of Jimmies. Because if we let that happen, if we allow that to keep happening, then it's very possible that in a few years, the entirety of the internet might look a lot like MySpace.
He did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires